Good morning, fellow Cameroonians. My name is Fudop Lyoga. I hail from the Paco division of Cameroon. I presently work as a business management consultant with some international organizations. I have been a parliamentary candidate for the Boya Urban constituency some time back. It is of no news that I declared my full endorsement to the candidacy of His Excellency Issa Chiroma Bakari for the next president of Cameroon. And with this, I am calling on Cameroonians from all walks of life, especially those from my division, to also make a decision like me, to also see that there is a lot that we need to change in this country. There's a lot that we need to do to carry the country to another level. The present regime has done its own part. And I think it's time for us to insert some new blood into the system. I think it's time for us to take the country from where it is now to where we think it's supposed to be. And it's not time for us to start digging into some past. It's time for us to focus on the future. Because what I always say is that we should build an environment, build a political environment which is not centered on what had been, but we should all share in molding what should be. And with that, we should look at the future, because there's certain things that have not been going on well in our country, and we all know, and it pinches everybody. You know, the Bible says that where there's no vision, the people perish. So we should start looking at in front. Vision is not what you look behind. Vision is what you look in front. So let's focus our energies to look at the country ahead of us and see how we can put our efforts together and build it. And for this, I want to say that His Excellency Issa Chiroma Bakari is a man that carries both the charisma, the rigor, and all what it takes, I think, at this present state in time, to build a transitional government, as he says it, that he wants to come up with a transitional government for us to see how we can merge the past, the present, and then build a good future. It is campaign period, and every member of every political party at this time is trying to do some work to make sure that they get their candidates elected in power. And also, being part of the campaign team of His Excellency Issa Chiroma Bakari, we are also working. We are also trying to see how we can cut all the T's and dot all the I's to make sure that we have everything prepared before, during, and even after the elections. So with that said, I am coming up with a video today to see how I can educate our polling agents, those who are going to be the polling representatives, the representatives at the polling station, to educate them on what they are supposed to do, how they are going to carry themselves, to make sure that they verify the whole voting process. First, let's begin by knowing who a polling agent is. A polling agent is a representative of a candidate at a polling station. He is the one that observes the vote counting and results declaration. He ensures that the laws and procedures are respected. He reports irregularities, and then he maintains calm professionalism and discipline. Before voting starts, you first have to come into the polling station, check your accreditations, like confirm that your name is registered as a member of that polling station, as a representative of your party in that polling station. And the next thing to do is to check the ballot boxes, check all the voting materials, make sure that the ballot boxes are empty, make sure that every card, the card of your party is represented in that polling station. To verify also the voter list, make sure that all the people that come in to vote there have their names registered in that polling station. You should have, before going there, have the number of registered voters in that polling station. So you should verify that if the list which is presented there has the same number of registered voters as the one that you have before going to the station. You have to monitor voter identification at every single voting process. You are our eyes, they are the polling stations. You are our ears, they are the polling stations. So you have to be just like monitoring every single process in that voting. You have to watch that people don't vote more than one time, multiple voting. So every person that comes in identifies themselves and then goes in to vote. Make sure that each voter, after voting, has his finger inked. So every person that comes votes must get the ink on the finger. You ensure that anybody coming in with an inked finger is not allowed to vote again, because that person must have voted already. After the voting, after the whole process of voting, when it starts early in the morning and in the period in the evening when the voting is closed, when voting stops, you have to ensure that the vote counting starts immediately. Make sure that each ballot box is shown out publicly, and make sure that you see each of the candidates' tickets as it's being showed out and as being counted. It should be the candidate. It should be counted for the candidates whose ticket is being shown, and record all the figures before signing your results. You don't go to sign results when you have not verified the figures correctly. For example, there are some figures. Your candidate might have 195 votes. When it's written 195, make sure that there's no decimal in between 1, 9, and 5. For example, after 19, they can put a small point and then the right 5. So those votes will be counted as 19.5 votes. So make sure that you verify those figures clearly, that it is written there 195. That's just an example. So do not sign any results if you do not think that the results reflect what has been counted in your station. After all this process is done, make sure you collect a signed copy of the results. It's what they call the PV in French, procès verbal. Make sure that you collect a copy that has been signed by all the participants, all the supervisors of the different parties. Then take a photo of these results immediately after the voting. Take a photo of these results and send to the coordination team. In the case of FACO, we have a coordination team that we are putting together, that we are going to exchange the WhatsApp contacts, that immediately after the results have been counted, all the different representatives have attested that the results are okay, and then the sheet has been signed. Please take a picture and immediately forward to the coordination team, and then report results promptly. We need to have those results as soon as you finish counting, and then you sign it. Let the results come to the coordination team before you leave the polling station. We're also calling on you to be neutral and respectful during the period at the polling station. Be neutral and respectful to all officials. You should avoid political arguments and confrontations. You're not going there to justify or to argue against anything. They are going to want to tempt you. They may want to tempt you to get into some argument, into some confrontation. That's not your job description. Your job description is what I have outlined from the beginning of this video. You remain neutral, you remain very respectful to officials, and you remain very quiet. But still, be very vigilant and be very integral to what you're supposed to do. Report intimidation and corruption. You have to report every intimidation or corruption. If anybody tries to intimidate you, you report, because we have a mobile team that will be going around. Just report at the central unit, and then we are going to relate that to our mobile team. And also prioritize your personal safety. So we are saying all of this, that you don't involve yourself in some kind of arguments which is not useful at this time. You are there to monitor the results, monitor the voting, and then report back to the coordination team. Do not, I repeat, do not get yourself into any unnecessary argument, except there are some irregularities, and then you report to the coordination team. In summary, that is how you have to carry yourself during the voting process. Those are your responsibilities. Ensure to do your best. Follow this by the letter, especially with the confrontational part. Try as much as possible to be as respectful as you are to any authority that comes in there, but also do your best not to be intimidated by anybody. You are a representative of a particular candidate, and you're there to protect the interests of that candidate. So nobody intimidates you with whatever thing, and then you succumb. You do not succumb to anything. Stand by your right, defend your votes, and report to the coordination team. Thank you very much for making this decision to participate in this very life-changing election for the nation of Cameroon. God bless you. To all those who have made this decision to be polling agents in the different polling stations, on behalf of the campaign team, I want to thank you and I want to appreciate your decision to be part of nation building. Now, these are some few instructions, or these are some few things, the way you have to carry yourself, or the things you need to do during the voting day.